We're joined now with the CEO of Liftforward, Jeffrey Rogers. Jeffrey, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Great, thank you for having me.
Tell us about Liftforward.
Yeah, so we are a small business lender. We operate in the space of providing loans of up to $500,000 to small businesses. So as you may know, since the recession, half the banks that used to lend money to small businesses are no longer around. So we come in and provide much needed capital for small businesses to not only survive, but grow as well.
How did you realize there was a market for that?
Well, it really happened after the recession. And so with half the banks gone, a couple of things happened also that made the problem even worse. For example, there was intense regulation, so the banks had to do more to underwrite even small loans. So banks can no longer profitably underwrite loans that are under $1 million, but most of the small businesses that we have here in the US, they need loans under $1 million. So that provided not only an opportunity for a lender like us, but also an opportunity for the small business community.
Why is it so important to fund those small businesses?
Well, if you look at the growth in jobs in the US, they're coming mostly from the small business market. So if we don't have adequate support and capital for the small businesses, then we're not going to have the job growth that we need, and we're not going to have the recovery that we are experiencing today. If you look at what's leading the recovery, it's really that the fact that the small businesses are doing very well.
What are some of the challenges in being a loan distributor?
So it is, there are a number of things. One is making sure you have the right team that can process and originate, and also finding the right capital providers on the other side. So we work with a number of different banks, hedge funds, accredited investors, and we put a good team together on both sides. So we operate more of a platform, bringing together small businesses and investors as well.
How are you incorporating technology into your company?
Yeah, it's a very good question, and that allows us really to underwrite profitably for loans as little as $5,000. So when a small business applies, we bring in data sources from over 20 different sources, and so we underwrite and analyze over 2,000 data points at once. That's what the technology does. So in a matter of minutes, we have a great profile of not only the borrower, the small business, but also the principal. So we can tailor the right type of loan product for that individual, and we can underwrite and fund as little as a day for small amounts, and for larger amounts of up to $500,000, we can underwrite and fund in a matter of 2 to 3 days. This takes SBA lender over 30 to 60 days to underwrite. So we're a really great alternative for small businesses.
Can you give us an example of a success story, a company that you've worked with?
Sure. So, the nice thing about what we do is that we run into a lot of different businesses. So, one great example is it's a business, it's a healthcare clinic. They had 3 locations, and they already had an SBA loan in place. The SBA loan was very restrictive, and they wanted to grow and open up several new offices. So we provided them a facility where they can go out, open up offices, make acquisitions, and we went behind the SBA loan. They didn't have to get rid of it. We just go behind it. We could analyze and tell that they had a great team in place. They were going to grow, and it's just been a great relationship. They have grown under us, and we've been very, very happy. And so just in that loan by itself, we probably created 20 jobs.
Incredible. How are you looking to innovate going forward?
It's more about making sure we have the most aggressive technology that can underwrite in a matter of minutes, because when you can do that, and when you understand the customer more, you can provide better products and services. And it's going to be much needed going out. If you look at the industry, and this is kind of marketplace lending, it's about tripling every year. It's about $9 billion in originations last year. That will more than triple this year. So the market is expanding.
Great. And Jeffrey, thank you so much for sitting down with us. We look to hearing great things from you guys.
Great. Thank you for having me.